the diagram is already given to us. So there is a circus artist who is climbing a rock which is tied from the top of a pole to the ground. So this is our ground level, this is the pole, and this is the rope. Now it is given to us that rope makes an angle of 30 degree with the ground. So since the diagram is given to us, it is very easy. So what do we need to find? We need to find the height of the pole. If you take the height of the pole as an edge, the angle is also given to us. So which angle or which trigonometric ratio would you use over here? This is the opposite side. We know the hypotenuse. So we will take sine 30 is opposite side by hypotenuse. You know the value of sine 30. I can say h is equal to 10 meters. The second sum is about a tree. Now, there is a tree whose branch has been broken and the broken part makes an angle of 30 degree with the ground. We need to find the height of the tree. It is given that the distance from the base of the tree to the part where it touches the ground is 8 meter. Fine. Now, what is the height of our original tree? So, when you draw the diagram, one thing you need to remember is that AB is also the length of the tree and BC is also the part of the tree, because BC is the part which has been broken. So when you are taking into account the original height of the tree, it is basically AB plus BC. So the tree was originally standing like this and it has broken and BC has fallen over here. So we need to find not only this AB, we have to find the length of BC also. So which trigonometric angle would you use? You know the adjacent side of 30 degree over here. We can use tan 30, giving us opposite side divided by adjacent side. So you know tan 30 is 1 by root 3, or I can say that AB is 8 by root 3 meters. So this part we have gotten the length. How do you find the length of the hypotenuse or the side BC? This is a 90 degree angle. We know the adjacent side has been given in the question. We can use cos 30. So, cos 30 is adjacent side by BC. Cos 30, the value is root 3 by 2. Or I can say that BC is equal to 16 by root 3. Okay, I have gotten the length of AB as an 8 by root 3 and BC as 16 by root 3. Let us add both these values and see what is the final value that we are getting. So the height of the tree is AB plus BC. I am adding both these values in order to get 24 by root 3. In order to remove the square root sign from the denominator, I have rationalized it and I am getting 8 root 3 meters. Whenever you are doing this particular sum or any sum and you are getting a root 3 or a root 2 or a root 5 in the denominator, try to rationalize it and put it in a proper form. I hope you are clear with this particular sum. It's a very simple sum, actually, basic triangle drawing. Now, sometimes it is also possible that they can give this question with a small twist. It is that the top of the tree touches the ground at an angle of 30 degrees, what is given in the question. They can also give the top of the tree makes an angle of 30 degree with the trunk of the tree. Then this angle is 30. So please read the question carefully before you finally figure out the answer or figure out the diagram. Just see which angle is given to you. Is it the angle which the top of the tree makes with the ground, or the broken part of the tree makes with the trunk? So accordingly, take the values cos theta, tan theta, whatever it is, but make sure you draw the diagram correctly. For this particular sum, I have drawn the diagram. This is the first slide. So ground. If I think every single one of you have played in a slide, you know that this is the steps to the slide and this is the slide. So the first slide is at a height of 1.5 meters and this is the length of the slide and this is the ground. This angle is given to be 30 And in the case of the second slide, this height is 3 meter and this is a longer slide and this is 60 degree. We need to find the length of the slides in each of the case. So in order to find the length of the slide, opposite side you know, opposite side to the angle 30 you know, we need to find the hypotenuse. So we take a sine 30. Now let us do the calculation, very basic. So and figure out the length of the slides in each of the case. From the calculation, you can see that I have taken the length of the slide in the first case as x meters. So I have gotten it as a 3 meter by taking sine 30. In the second case, I have taken the length of the slide as a y meter. So I am getting 2 root 3 meters. I was getting 6 by root 3. So I have told you to rationalize it and 2 root 3 meters. I hope these sums are very clear to you. So these are all very basic sums. So now let us do the fourth one. In the fourth sum, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is given to you. So this is the tower and the angle of elevation from which point is given to you. That particular point is 30 meters away from the foot of the tower. So if this is the foot of the tower, a point Q which is at 30 meters away from P is taken and the angle of elevation at the point P to the top of the tower is given to you. Once you are done with the diagram, now it is very simple. This is 30 degree. We need to find the value of h, that is the opposite side. We know the adjacent side. Just substitute tan 30 value and again you will need to rationalize. You will get 10 root 3 meters. In the fifth question, there is a kite that is flying at a height of 60 meters above the ground. The string of the kite is tied to a point at an angle of 60 degree with the ground. We need to find the length of the string, taking it that there is no slack in the string. What do you mean by slack in the string? It is not loose, it is like completely tight, so that there are no bend or anything in the string. It is a complete straight line. That is what you mean by no slack in the string. We need to find the length of the string. Okay, once we have drawn the diagram, it is very easy. We know the opposite side. We need to find the hypotenuse. We know the angle 60 degree. Now let us find the length of the string. After doing the basic calculations over here, we will get the length of the string as 40 root 3 meters. Again, you have to rationalize. Okay. Now, let us make a small change in this particular question and see if we can solve it.